Am I the butthole for stopping going out to eat with a friend because she is always broke? I have a friend group trio. John, Ally and I. We hang out almost every day smoking, hanging out or eating. Ally confronted John and I saying we hurt her feelings, so I am posting this to ask if we really were the buttholes. Ally is always broke but will take advantage if you offer. Examples are: go to a drive-thru. She is broke so you offer to get her something. She will say no, but when you order, she changes her mind and will order so much food. She also will order the most expensive thing on the menu on someone else's dime. I think that's rude, since the only reason one of us is covering her is because we are tired of her dollar menu budget. Like, I'll order a $10 fried rice and she will get a $22 Mongolian steak meal on my dime. Ally didn't drive for a long time and lived 25 minutes away while John and I live in the same neighborhood. She lives near nothing, so we would go pick her up. Never ask for gas money ever. Ally has a car now, and John was in a wreck so he lost his car. My car was in the shop for one day and Ally picked us up. We go to a park a mile from my house. After she asks John and I to both give her $5 for gas. This starts a brief issue because we never asked before and explained our point. She wrecked her car now, so we are back to picking her up. Ally smokes weed but doesn't contribute to paying. She says she feels bad and isn't going to smoke, but then asks to hit the blunt. We have expressed that we feel like we are being taken advantage of because we pay for her anytime we do something. Months later, no change was made. We all have jobs, but the difference is Ally has no bills while we do. So John and I just stopped offering. We go out to eat without her and have always just switched off paying on food and activities. We don't care about the not contributing to weed, but with food we just don't offer, or always hit a drive-thru if she is around. We also still don't ask for gas money. This came to head when Ally asked to go get Chinese and said she had her own money. When the check came, John asked to split the check 2 ways. It was John's turn to pay for my food. Ally got pissed and accused me of cheating on my boyfriend since John paid for my food. So we explained that switch off who pays for meals and activities lately. She gets even madder and says we purposely excluded her from going out. John explained that we were just always tired of footing her bill when we orders the most expensive thing on the menu and never offers to pay herself. We also brought up how we discussed it and nothing changed, we just changed it ourselves. She just got even angrier and said since she is such a leech and burden she is leaving. We never said those words. Then she texted my boyfriend and said I was cheating cause John and I've been going on dates. Boyfriend of course knows what I'm up to, so no problem there. But now I am generally curious if we were acting like buttholes. I'll accept the judgment and apologize if we are. Not the butthole. Ally is a mooch. Ordering the most expensive items on menus when you're broke and someone else is paying is tacky and she is taking advantage of you. Mooch is putting it lightly. Leech is more accurate. Not cool, dude. Leeches have medical benefits, whereas Ally does not. Hey. You might need a kidney one day. You never know. Parasite is the word original poster needs to hear. Ally just takes for her own benefit. Original poster another friend put up with it, and Ally honestly doesn't seem like a very fun person. Plus, messaging ops boyfriend? That's low. Oh yeah. Ally is toxic as hell. I've had a poor friend before that didn't have money for everything before. But whatever money he did have, he would always put it all towards the cause and go without to pay towards our activities. You can be a good friend without money. This chick isn't. Now the messaging boyfriend part, that's where I would go to a restaurant with her, order a F-load and bail out the bathroom window, leaving her in a crappy situation. Exactly. Since I went back to school at age 26, I don't have quite as much money as my friends do, who are out of college with a degree and pretty high-paying starter jobs. They often pay for me, after I refuse a couple of times, because they want me there. But I also often offer to cook for them at my place, because it's cheaper. And when I got some government money back, one of the first things I did was treat them to something fancy. I do that whenever I have the ability to, and even then, I have to fight them for it. Because I'm grateful to them, because I love them, and because I appreciate what they do for me, because they love me. It still wasn't truly equal, monetary-wise, but they appreciated the gesture. All of this. I was unemployed for a good while during the recession and had a buddy that always picked up my bar tab because I couldn't go out and socialize otherwise. Dude spent a bunch of money on me for a bit there and I was pretty much a mooch because I was just broke. But you better believe the first thing I did once I got a job was buy him some drinks. Parasite is the word original poster needs to hear. I'm just going to skip ahead. Black hole. In this friendship, what does Ally bring to the table? Certainly, not her wallet. And now she's mad she's being called out in her BS. Have you seen this? Amazing ad about an organ donor. Not the butthole. Web link. I only regret that I can't upvote this 1,000 times. I was just thinking of this laughing out loud. Awesome. Yeah. Be nice to us. Mooch, leech, scrounge, barnacle, parasite, crook, criminal, and thief. My dad, whenever we asked for a couple bucks from him. Barnacles are helpful too. Your dad should remove them and leeches from the list. What do? I always thought all they did was slow ships down and cause great uncomfort to large marine animals. I've seen videos of whales and turtles practically begging people to get those darn barnacles off. They're filter feeders, so they filter and clean the water. But they do not decide where they land. And they are very annoying on boats and marine animals. Where I'm from, they are called a bum. They're called scabs where I come from. Where I am from, scabs are people who cross picket lines? Language is an interesting thing. It sure is. We use it as a verb. They've been scabbing drinks all night. I read this as scrubs, which is another word for someone like this. Except scrub is a guy that thinks he's fly. He's also known as a buster. In my experience, he's always talking about what he wants, and just sits on his broke butt. And is also known as a busta. She is the barnacle original poster keeps getting keel-hauled over. And Ally burned the friendship by ratting out original poster to her boyfriend. She is toxic. Ratting out alludes to there being truth to what she said, but there isn't, so she's a dramatic liar too. Definitely toxic. Cut this girl out, please. Not the butthole. Exactly. It's 10 times worse that Ally likely knew damn good and well that original poster wasn't cheating on her boyfriend with John when she texted original poster's boyfriend. If she'd honestly thought original poster was cheating, it still would have been a crafty thing to do to a friend, but she'd at least have the moral high ground. Knowing she was lying just makes her a petty drama queen, and original poster is not the butthole for standing up to her. If she honestly thought original poster was cheating, why was Ally okay with that until she got called out on taking advantage of her friends? Loyalty, or some form of it. Friends and significant others will keep the secrets of a killer, for example, until they have a falling out, then they go for immunity or a reward. I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts, so I'm obviously an expert. This 100%. Drop her. This alone is worth dropping her, because friends don't do that regardless of how mad they are. I've had broke friends before. The difference is that they try to pay when they can, or they'll contribute some other way. They'd never ask for the most expensive thing. Ally is a user. Leech is right. You can tell she knows she's exploiting them because she never lets them do it. She never lets them order what they want while she picks up the tab, and she always expects gas money. Her comments about her being a burden were a Freudian slip. Exactly. Be glad the friendship is burned, nothing of value was lost in the fire. She just got even angrier and said since she is such a leech and burden she is leaving. Yeah, 'cause you are. At least this leech is somewhat self-aware. She literally called herself out, laughing my butt off. Seriously. My mother would have killed me and started over if she ever heard about me doing this. Not to mention she tried to start crap between original poster and her boyfriend over this. Luckily, the boyfriend knew what was up, or that could have been a whole lot worse. Fearful face. You made me laugh. I told my father my sibling was a leech and he chose not to believe me. He learned the hard way. Laughing out loud. And tried to blow up original poster's life when called out on her behavior? This mooch is no friend. Agreed, that was not cool. You're not the butthole, but she sure is. Not the butthole. Ally's constant exploitation of her friend's kindness is awful, but telling your boyfriend that you're cheating is appalling. Forget about excluding her when eating out, exclude her from your life. That's what stuck out to me as the most outrageous part. Trying to sabotage someone's relationship when you know nothing is going on. She's just butthurt she got called out. Not the butthole. She just got even angrier and said since she is such a leech and burden she is leaving. On the positive side, at least she is self-aware enough to know what she is. Now, she was hoping they would correct her, apologize and chase her, then go back to paying to make it up to her. I agree. Ally is a mooch. I stopped going to lunch with my mooch just before the pandemic. I used to have lunch with a colleague about once a month. I always paid, and she never offered. The last straw was when she brought her boyfriend for lunch without telling me that he was joining us, and then no one but me reaching for a wallet at the end of the meal. I never had a conversation with her about it because I shouldn't have to. I just stopped being available for lunch. And then the pandemic hit. Separate checks is always a good solution. I have been the broke friend, and I always order literally the cheapest thing, be it chicken tenders or grilled cheese, despite my best friend telling me get what you want. Added to add, I've also been more than happy to pick up the tab when my friend is broke as well. Now we bicker over who's paying. My friend and I get paid on opposite weeks, so whoever just got paid picks up the bill. I've also been the broke friend, and even then, I'll try to pay for as much as I can. The solution my friends and I came up with was one person pays the bill and one person pays tip. Whoever is struggling the most with money pays tip. She also lied and told Original Poster's boyfriend she is cheating on him with her friend John. Original Poster, you all need to cut her out of your lives. She's not broke, she just wants everyone else to fund her life. Also, she's not a friend if she's willing to break up your relationship because she's mad. Not the butthole. My rule of thumb is when someone else is paying for my food is I look at the price they are ordering at and match that or go cheaper. It was how I was raised. The only exception is if it's a special occasion and they explicitly tell me to order whatever I want. Not the butthole. At all. Speaking as someone who used to be like this, Original Poster needs to immediately cut her off. Mooch is an absolute understatement in this case. As a bastard for many years, I lost two of my best childhood friends due to my own selfishness and idiocy. A good example was when I was about to be homeless, 13 years ago. I asked my mother for help and she told me, "I'll pray for you," and hung up on me. I blamed her in my mind through and through, called numerous times, and got the same answers. It was then when I realized that I'm my own problem and I caused my own misery. The only reason she helped me was because I was stuck in small-town North Carolina and was being harassed by the police. Since those days, I've turned my life around and have done better for myself. Original Poster and friends should honestly cut this girl off. It may hurt, she might talk all kinds of mess and start drama, but let this ally be her own burden and not burden Original Poster and friends. Not the butthole. What is going on with Ally? Not only is she mooching, but also she just accused you of cheating on your boyfriend over something completely innocuous, and she contacted him about it. And clearly she knows that her behavior is at least partly wrong because she referred to herself, albeit ironically, as a leech. I can't believe that even after she had time to cool down, she still insists that you hurt her feelings. I vote you continue going out to dinners with John and leave Ally out of the invite. In fact, you should exclude her from your hangouts altogether. She doesn't sound like a fun person to be around, and she definitely doesn't sound like a good friend. Original Poster replies. The cheating comment really pissed me off, honestly. John and my boyfriend have been friends since kindergarten, and John actually introduced me to my boyfriend 5 years ago. So that accusation really would have held some weight and would have destroyed a lifelong relationship if my boyfriend had taken her seriously. She could have ruined my relationship, John's, and boyfriend's relationship, and John and his girlfriend's relationship, all because we went out to eat without her. You are probably right about needing to continue to exclude her. Yeah, that would be something to end a friendship over. Doesn't seem like there's an actual friendship where Ally is concerned. Friends don't behave like that. I'll just say I have 0 people like her in my life, because I refuse to associate with people willing to take advantage of me. It does wonders for peace of mind. It often doesn't work to just exclude people like that from things because she may just become nastier and lash out over it. I don't know her, so I won't tell you what to do, but just keep in mind that you can actively choose who are your friends and who are not. If she is a net drain on your life, think hard about why you make any effort to be her friend. I've had too many mooches in my family to allow someone else mooch off me. I would have shut down the expensive fast food order by telling her, "You don't have money? I'll order you a $1 burger." With these types of people, never give them the option to add to your order without you controlling the total dollar. When my husband and I get together with his son and our daughter-in-law, we almost always pick up the bill. Daughter-in-law is a song. I never minded picking up the tab for lunch or dinner. What I did mind was daughter-in-law always selecting the most expensive item on the menu, taking a few bites, and then being done. She also never said thank you. I don't expect gushing gratitude, but the occasional thanks would have been appreciated. Anyway, I once said something to my husband, and he said something to his son, and he must have said something to her because after that she ate what she ordered and said thank you when we took them out. Daughter-in-law is not a bad person. She can unexpectedly be thoughtful and sweet, but she seems oblivious to social niceties. Not at all how I expected that story to end in this round of broken phone line. What a great outcome. Not the butthole. I would stop being friends with her altogether. She literally went out of her way to cause trouble and drama for you. All because you and John are tired of being used and being taken advantage of and don't want to pay for her. Do you seriously want to continue a friendship where she can just run to your boyfriend and say you're cheating because you wouldn't pay for her meal? It's ridiculous that she would go to that extent to hurt you over getting her stuff to be paid for. Honestly, I wouldn't want a friend like that in my life. You're not the butthole, but she sure is. She's a mooch and a toxic, disrespectful idiot. I don't understand the purpose of this friendship. You seem to get nothing out of it. It's one thing to be a mooch, but trying to ruin your relationship is on a whole new level. She's given you all the reason you need to get her out of your life. Well, I don't know, she's just playing her game. Now mind you, she's not very good at it. But let play her game. She's just going to win her prizes real soon. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.